Meekness is a possible attribute of human nature and behavior. It has been defined several ways: righteous, humble, teachable, and patient under suffering, long-suffering, willing to follow gospel teachings. An attribute of a true disciple. Meekness has been contrasted with humility as referring to behavior towards others, where humbleness refers to an attitude towards oneself, meekness meaning restraining one's own power, so as to allow room for others. Christianity. The Christian apostle Paul gave an example of meek behavior when writing to Timothy: "The servant of the Lord must be gentle, apt to teach, patient, in meekness instructing those that oppose." Sir Thomas Browne explained, "Meekness takes injuries like pills, not chewing, but swallowing them down." This indicates the meekness allows a person to overlook or forgive perceived insults or offenses. The meek feature in the Beatitudes, and were linked thereby to the classical virtue of magnanimity by Aquinas. The Church of Jesus Christ Mormonism equals, a meek behavior is presented as being opposite to the natural man. Put off the natural man and become meek. And in 3 Nephi 12:5, when Jesus Christ appears to the people of ancient America after his ascension to heaven and teaches them the Beatitudes. Criticism Beethoven rejected meekness and equality in favor of cultural elitism. Power is the moral principle of those who excel. Nietzsche rejected Christian meekness as part of a parasitic revolt by the low against the lofty, the manly, and the high. Other traditions, Buddhism, like Christianity, strongly valued meekness, the Buddha himself featuring as the preacher of meekness who patiently had his limbs lopped off without complaining by a jealous king. Taoism valorized the qualities of submission and non-contention. Animal analogues. The classical Greek word used to translate meekness was that for a horse that had been tamed and bridled. The buffalo was to the Buddhists a lesson in meekness. Literary examples. Meekness is used to characterize the nature of Tess in Tess of the D'Urbervilles. The heroine of Possession, a romance, judges the hero as a gentle and unthreatening being. Meek, she thought drowsily, turning out the light. Meek. See also. References